Welcome to Business is doing episode 2, guest 2, and we have Kiara here from Siskka Nails. Round of applause.
Hello.
The absolute goat. Also my nail lady.
Oh my
I don't like to be. Do you like to be called a nail lady?
I am in fact a lady,
Yeah.
so I don't really
Nail
mind.
lady. And we're going to be talking all things content. If you're not following Kiara's business page, you definitely should be.
Yeah, like how are you not? What do you mean?
Where have you guys been? So we want to be talking about content creation, and we're going to be talking about where Kiara has come from. What was it, 2018?
2019, I started
2019.
my Cert 3 in nail technology, and then
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are, 2026. So we're going to be talking about all things for her, how she mentally handles being a business owner, her structure. We're going to be talking facts and figures, which is the whole point of this podcast. We want to be transparent and we want to talk about how much money you can actually make in every single industry. So fire away. Let me know. Actually, I do have a question though. Right?
Tell me.
How did we meet?
Nails.
Yes, that's
She hit
right.
me up. She slid in my DMs. She
I
was
did.
like, oh my God, I'm in love. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm in love too. Come over.
So that's how I met Kiara. She was, 2023?
Yeah, we looked back. Yeah, it was 23, like later in the year.
Yeah.
And then recently there was a hiatus. She abandoned me.
I did abandon her for a
to
little
go
bit.
to some other fabulous techs.
I
which is
did
so
actually,
okay.
yeah.
And then she tried to get back in, and I was like, I'm full.
I'm
So,
busy. Sorry.
Of course, you're running back to me. But then, yeah, she got back in, and then she mentioned that she was starting this whole
That's
glamorous thing,
right.
and I was like, I would be honoured to be here.
Yeah, she was like this. Honestly, when I first thought, fuck it, I want to start a podcast, the first 3 people that I thought of, like she was in my top 3. And there's a reason why I picked Kiara though. And she's seen me go through, and it's weird, like people in the beauty industry, they see people evolve throughout their lives because they stay with them such a long period of time, right? So she got blessed to see me at like my worst, my separation, selling my house. She came to the opening of my clinic. Like it's all that journey.
I think that's definitely one of my favourite parts of the job. Is
Yeah.
I have 2 clients especially, oh my God, and that have been with me like since the very beginning.
2019?
Bailey and Becca. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Shit.
with me at the very beginning, and
Yeah.
I've seen so much of their life unravel and happen before me, and where it's like dedicated one-on-one girly time to like chat shit, and it's, oh, can I swear?
Yes, you can swear. You can swear.
Feel free to bleep if you need to. But it's like, and I was thinking about that on the way here actually, like, because I remember you asking like, when did we first start doing appointments? And then I was like, oh my God, wait, I was trying to remember like our first actual appointment.
Did I have the clinic then?
No.
I don't think I did.
I remember you had the blue car, and I
Yeah,
remembered
the good old
loving the blue
M4.
car.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous because I remember being like, oh, your car's so pretty. And I just, reflecting on, I can't remember the exact appointments, but I remember like your energy was very different, and you've just continued to like blossom. You've like
Stop it. This
shed-
podcast isn't about me, guys. It's about
No,
you.
but you've shed so much unnecessary weight of things that were just bringing you down in your journey, and like now you're blossoming even further, and I'm
Love
just
you,
so
thank
excited.
you.
Like you talk about you excited about my journey, I'm like, I love your journey. And I feel like that's part of why we have gravitated towards each other so much as business peers, because we can relate in that instance.
Absolutely. I honestly, there's so many times that I have had conversations with Kiara where we're sitting there and I'm like, and she's like, no girl, we're not accepting that behavior. And I'm like, you are so right. And as much as you make your decisions on your own, there's a lot of things that I've taken on board that you have said, and you're very wise on an emotional level for your age. Like you're very switched on. I've said that to you. There were so many times where you'd say little things and I'd be like, yeah, she's fucking right. Like, how am I fucking 33 and I haven't thought of that? What the fuck? Anyways, I feel like you, with your energy and everything that you portray onto your like clients, push. No? What word am I looking for? What word?
It's starting with a P. This happens to me all the time. I'll be with clients and I'm focusing on the nails. I'm like, girl, the vocab is in my brain, but it's not coming
there.
out right now.
Well, what you not push. It's kind of like your energy that you absorb onto your clients. And I reckon everybody and anyone who was a client of Kiara's will know that she just vibes so well. And the information.
I definitely have my days, but
yeah. I remember one day I was like, oh, she's mad. She's angry at me.
I just have those days where I'm like,
me?
please don't. And I've found, like, especially being like a woman in business, so much of it relies around my cycle.
Yes.
And I'll know, like,
You're like,
I'll
I've
be
got my
so
period.
straight up with clients, like, my period's coming in 2 days. Like, so, like, just be ready. My energy is low, but I'm still here to give you the best experience ever.
Which, let's talk about experience, right? For you, going from 2019 to 2026, right? Where have you been able to add the most profit into your business in that period of time?
The most profit.
Yes. And how? How have you done that? Spill the tea.
Well,
yes.
Number one, it's definitely about finding where you can elevate the experience and the quality of the service for your clients, because at the end of the day, like being a front-facing private one-on-one nail tech, most of my income is going to come from clients booking in and seeing me every week and having that recurring schedule of coming every 3 to 4 weeks for their nails.
Yes.
The blessed part about going to a quality nail tech is sometimes you can push it to 5 to 6 weeks, even though you shouldn't. Just let everyone know 3 weeks is optimal.
Yeah.
But the quality is there and the clients see that. And when I was actually running through, like I mentioned to you, you were like, let's talk about your income journey over the years.
Yeah.
I was reflecting on how much actually have I earned each year and when did I first hit 6 figures in revenue? Because I was like, I can't actually remember when it happened. I've just been like going along with it. I'm making this up as I go along, guys. Like, yes, I did my Cert 3 nail technology and I've educated myself along the way, but I don't come from a family of business. I come from a family of artists. Everyone's very creative. And I was like, how can I turn this into supporting me and myself and my future family for the life that I want?
Yes.
And so, what was the main question again?
This will happen throughout the whole entire podcast.
Yes.
So the question was, get your phone.
Get
we
the
need
numbers.
Figures, right? I want to know for you going from 2019 to 2026.
And what created the most income for me.
So what do you find that you added on additional that other nail techs can also, or maybe just other people in, that are self-employed that can add extra onto their services or their business to make extra income?
Yeah. Well, we talked so much about energy within services. I find so much, I learnt this a lot from my mum, is just so much of life is energy and positivity and the aura that you can give when you're like around people. It's like entering that space and feeling safe and calm. And I feel like that's a big part of the service and experience that I add is my space is relaxing. It's clean. There's music. There's a candle lit. It's just you and me. We can chat shit and go crazy, or we can sit here and you can watch Netflix. Like that is the personalized, private, calming experience.
And coconut water. Any drinks or snacks, guys?
Coconut water, Coke Zero, mini Oreos.
If you're not adding like snacks and you're a nail tech, you're really missing out. Because honestly, it tops it for me. I love it. And the autoclave.
Yes, the autoclave. High level engineering and sterilization. That was one of the biggest investments for me that definitely kicked elevating my service and setting me apart from other nail techs, was guaranteeing that I am offering the highest level sterilization and cleanliness and safety for clients. That's a whole other tangent we can go on to. I'm very much on the idea that I do believe the nail industry right now in Queensland is completely unregulated. You don't need a license. You don't need a certificate to train clients.
Really?
No, you don't. You can literally just get an ABN and say, I'm a nail tech, come over.
Fuck off.
And that is beautiful. I love that this industry is so accessible for people to create freedom.
This needs to be standards.
However, we need to make sure that there is safety and cleanliness for our clients. So the autoclave was a huge investment. It was $3,500 brand new.
It was the main reason why I went to Kiara, was because she had it.
It's a huge selling point because people know that they're completely safe. I know now that I've had it for just over a year because I just got it serviced in November. You have to get them serviced every year to make sure that they're operating as they should. But that was a huge selling point. So always, even in the beginning though, when I started, I only had one set of tools. I didn't have the money. I was charging $20 a set.
$20 a set?
I did not have the money to have like multiple sets of instruments ready for my clients. So I would have 10, 15 minutes in between each client to make sure at the very least I was scrubbing and disinfecting them. Because although I couldn't offer the highest standard yet, I was making sure that there were standards. So yeah, I very much just continued to educate myself, and part of the Cert 3 in Technology, they did teach us about like the basics of health and safety and business as well. There was like a whole separate business part of the curriculum that definitely really helped. And although it hasn't taught me like everything I know today, it gave me that fundamental baseline for where to start so that I understood the building blocks that were necessary. And then as my journey and career progressed, I was like, oh, okay, I want to upgrade this pillar within hygiene next. So I'm going to further educate myself on that, or like I want to educate myself on cuticle work. So I'm going to go into that next. It was just really fabulous having that baseline. And so I found that through elevating my experience and my expertise for my clients, that is what continued to snowball my income because then I was able to justify raising my prices because I was offering such an exquisite service that I'm
exquisite, baby. Exquisite.
I mean, we're even matching.
I know, we actually have, Kiara did my nails, and you can't see this, but I have a love heart on here. Can you focus on this? Yeah. And twins!
Mine's
anyways,
like 3D,
we get distracted, guys. This is going to be a fucking podcast all over the place. All right, figures.
Well, the numbers, So I looked back and I worked in retail before I started nails at Officeworks. Wow, shout out to Officeworks. Woo! I worked there for 5 years. For a little bit, I was actually working at McDonald's and Officeworks at the same time during high school.
How old are you, by the way?
26.
Yeah.
99, baby. So I'll be 27 this year. But yeah, I was out of Officeworks for 5 years studying film. And we'll come back to that because that plays a big part in my content creation, having that knowledge. But I looked back at my tax return, and from 2018 to 2019, I only got $27,000 working at Officeworks. Well,
fuck off!
Studying film.
Stop! Oh, okay, so you're studying. You weren't doing full time. I was like, that's
No, I was studying,
theft.
living out of home.
Yeah.
Figuring it out.
Yeah.
I crashed out about film, and I was like, I don't want to commit to a 3-year bachelor. Are you absolutely kidding me?
Yeah.
But then I felt guilty about dropping out. So then I went back to film, but I only did a diploma for 7 months. And then I was like, you know what? I actually still hated that. So
$27,000.
I know.
How the fuck did you live?
I had a boyfriend. Thanks, babe. But like, no, I literally just like made it work. I don't know. Yeah. And obviously the economy was quite different. That was what, 7 years ago. Shit. I mean, the inflation even from there to then, like what's $7,000 now adjusted with inflation? No idea.
$5.
Literally. Like it's rough out here.
Yeah. Wait. Was this from 2019 to when?
2018 to 19.
2018. So a year.
Yeah. So I hadn't started. I was just going into my Cert 3.
Yeah. In nails.
Yes, of nail technology. Yeah. I finished my diploma of film and I was like, oh, I actually still really hated that. Like I love being creative and I have such a love and appreciation for production. Yeah. However, I didn't like having to rely on a crew. Yeah. I love working as a team in a collaborative sense, but when you're studying, everyone's students, you know, half of them are just there because they're like, oh, my parents just told me to study something. Yeah. And so I found myself like picking up the weight for so much of what they were dropping. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want this for myself. I want to build something independently that the success of it completely relies on how much action I want to put in. Yeah. I have complete control over it. I try to say I'm not a control freak, but I think I am a little bit in that sense.
That's okay.
It's like I want the control over my freedom and my future. Yes. Like it's all in my hands.
That's
I'm like,
good
beautiful.
Control freak though. That's not bad. That's not bad.
So when I got into nails, like, so when we did clients during the Cert 3, the college would just charge like $10 for people to come in. And so then when I was doing clients out of the certificate, like at home, I literally had 3 gel polishers and a dream. I was like posting on my Instagram.
That's gonna be the tagline.
I was like, hey guys, $20, come over. Like, come on over, babe.
Were you given coconut water back then?
No. It was literally a $20 Officeworks desk that was in my living room.
Did you get a discount on that from Officeworks?
Probably. Good 20%, babes. Don't know what it is now, but back then we got a chunky little discount. And yeah, I just made it work. I have photos of all of this too that I actually put in my ebook because I talk about every single course that I did and like that whole journey of figuring out like where do I even choose where to upgrade my skills next because there's so much I want to upgrade. And so I showed examples of like, this is where I started and that's okay because it got me here. Like you just have to be delusional enough to try.
That's right.
So that year I only learned rounding up $4,000
for the year
from nails. But I was still at Officeworks, so I made $31,000 at Officeworks.
Okay.
So I think the year before was less because I was studying more.
You know that I've paid you more than that.
I know.
From being a client.
Isn't that insane?
What are we at? 5.5. I think we calculated it was 5,500 that I've paid you for nails.
But I probably did the same amount of clients as I've done like this last financial year to earn $4,000. But now I'm at 6 figures. And it's like, what do you mean? So then the year after that, I was just doing this gradual process of cutting back my shifts at Officeworks and taking on more time for clients.
Yeah.
I was part-time and I was very communicative and open with my managers, being like, this is my long-term goal.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to like ditch you guys, but this is what I'm working towards. And they were super flexible and they were like, yep, awesome. And so then eventually it was like Monday nails, Tuesday and Wednesday Officeworks, Thursday nails, Friday Officeworks, and then nails in the afternoon, and then nails Saturday morning. Yeah. So like it was just back to back to back, like everything. I'm like, we're making this work. But I loved it. It was so much fun. Like I remember my Friday mornings doing like my little 5-hour shift at retail and then coming home, getting zarafas. Yeah. And then I would like have 2 or 3 clients that night, and it was tedious and it was tiring, but it was so much fun because I was like, this is what I want to do. Eventually I can get rid of Officeworks. Yeah. And throughout all of this, I was going through, it was very pivotal too throughout my career to experience like different relationships and breakups and whatnot, because I feel like every time I even did have a breakup, I low-key just got stronger. Yeah. And it made me even more passionate. And it's led me to like my now one and only ever forever relationship that like powers me up even the most. Yeah. And I think like relationships aren't everything, but that also did play a big pivotal part. Like I remember coming out of that relationship that I was in when I was studying nails and my clients coming to me, and I remember being on my break like blowing my eyes out like and then I hear the client knock on my door and I'm like, oh my god, hi, how are you doing? And it like I remember there was one breakup where clients were coming to me and I was like, oh yeah, like we broke up last week by the way, and they were like, you shouldn't be working, are you okay? And I'm like, if I wasn't working, I don't know what I'd be doing. Like I need this positive distraction to like charge me through and remind me that like this is what I enjoy doing and love doing. This is what gets me through the day. And the clients alone get me through the day as much as like you say like I help my clients, they help me. Yeah. Like they charge me up and that's what I love. And so much of that journey began. I was moving houses, moving suburbs. When I studied film, I was in the city, and then I went to Logan Home, and then I've gradually progressed to the Gold Coast. And throughout that, clients have come and gone, and you kind of meet different people depending on like the area that you're in. But I just was like building, and eventually I put my prices up to like $40 a set. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'm doing another course. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to put them up to $70 a set. Yeah. I think that was the main pivotal part when, I noticed here 2021 to 2022 was like the biggest transition that I had, because I was
Spill.
Well, I remembered, I was like, okay, I earned $70,000 from nails, but I was still at Officeworks, but I made $17,000 at Officeworks.
$70 grand
from 2021 to 2022. Yeah.
Shit. That's a full wage.
I know. Yeah. Because the year before that, it was more even. It was like 23,000 nails, 27 Officeworks. So it was getting to that. The scales were tipping. And I was like, okay. And I definitely recommend this because I see a lot of like beginner nail techs that are like, I want this to be my full-time job, but like I'm scared. Do your best to be like flexible with where you're working and just slowly transition, because it is scary. Like being like, oh, my pay purely relies on me. Yeah. Build those foundations and build the terms and conditions and the clientele that respect you, and just slowly transition into going full time. There's obviously a privilege within that. Like you have to have a job that's willing to help you through that, but it is possible. Yeah. And yeah, that was when I realized like, hang on a minute, Officeworks. I love Officeworks. It's great. Yeah. I love shopping there. But I was like, I do not want to work in retail. This just does not fire up my soul. I want to work for myself. Yeah. And I remember there was a point where I was I had to move house because the house I was living in was getting sold. And so I was like, well, shit, I don't have any friends to move out with. I can't be in a share house because I need 2 bedrooms. I need my bedroom and I need the salon. And so I was like, I'm just going to rent a place on my own. Yeah. So risky because this is post-COVID, so rental prices are going up and up. But I was like, no, I have to do this. And then I told myself, if I do this, if I apply for a house and I get one and I rent it on my own, I'm quitting Officeworks because I can make more money doing that now. Yeah. And at this point, yes, I was at $70 a set plus art.
Shit, cheap.
I know. Imagine, oh my girl. And I stayed at that for a while. I remember my partner at the time was constantly encouraging me and all my friends to be like, charge more. And I was like, I'm just not ready. I was listening to my intuition and my energy, and I was like, not yet. I was like, I need one other like switch in like my services and my environment, and then I'm going to line it up and do it at the same time. And so, yeah, I got this house. The real estate agent, shout out to Nick, love him. Yeah. He literally like found out I was a nail tech. There were like 70 people at the inspection, and I hung around and I was like, guys, this is my house. Like, literally get out. Like, I know I'm getting this house. And he found out I was a nail tech, and he also has a passion for nails. And he like told the main agent at the inspection, like, oh my God, like she does nails. And he helped vouch for me, and I got the house.
Is this the one you're in now?
Yeah. Yeah. And I started paying $560 a week rent on my own, which was scary because I was quitting my stable employed job to be completely self-employed. But I did it. I ripped off the Band-Aid because I was like, if I don't do it now, when the hell am I ever going to do it? Yeah. I'm still in this house, yes. And I do now have a roommate, but for 2-ish years, I paid rent on my own. And like even before that, I was living alone, but I had like a mate's rates rent situation. So since the age of 22, I've been completely supporting myself financially, career-wise, everything completely independently. And then, that was, because that was 2022, I moved into that house. But then the biggest standpoint was, as we mentioned, education. 2023, I did a Russian e-file manicure class, because I wanted to upgrade my prep. I knew I wanted to get more precise with my clean cuticles, and because I'm the biggest believer in that you need to master your foundations so that any art that you're putting on top of simply elevates it. You're not just relying on the art to make the set look good.
This was your first add-on service, hey? Like electronically, like
technically, but like once I learned e-file manicures, it's the default. I don't give people the option of basic cuticle prep if I see that they don't need much.
No, I meant money-wise, right? As in that was your first additional income that you can make outside of doing nails, was selling that course.
No, I went to a course.
Oh, right. Didn't you do a course? Didn't you create? You've created a course, so.
Yeah, but we're not there yet.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. I'm jumping forward. Yeah, okay. Cool.
No, but I'm talking about because, so 2022 to 2023, my first year being fully self-employed, I made $82,000. Yeah. And I was like, this is good. This is great. I'm supporting myself and I don't feel overly stressed or like burnt out, but I know I can do better. Yeah. Because remember, this is revenue. This is not full profit.
Don't worry about that.
We're talking sales. Tax and everything.
Yeah. That doesn't exist now. Yeah.
I was like, I know I want to raise my prices, and I know I have the standards to do that, but I just want to do one more thing. Did my e-file manicure course. And then I was like, you know what? This is my full-time job now. I can't be charging $70 a set. I did my biggest price increase ever. I upped it by $40. Yeah. So I went to $110 a set for a manicure, and then I think my acrylic sets were $130, and then it was art on top of that. So my average client was spending $160 to $200 a set, and I'm seeing anywhere at the time I was seeing more clients a week because now I'm prioritizing my time differently, but it was anywhere from like 16 to 20 clients a week. Yeah. So you can do the math, but that meant that with that increase, the year after was the first year I hit 6 figures revenue. It was $105,000.
Over that.
Did I say that right? Yeah.
105. Yeah.
I was like imagining the zeros in my head. I'm like, wait. And throughout this too, I have had an accountant the whole time. He's been incredible, helps me throughout it.
It's very important that you have an accountant.
Yeah, you need your books to be clean.
Literally. I don't know how many girls are out there or how many business owners are out there with no fucking accountant. And I'm like, you're wild.
And I know it sucks, like, having to pay tax and GST, but you need to keep that clean so that it doesn't become a burden later on and it doesn't pile up. Like, this account has been with me since I worked at McDonald's when I was 15 years old. Yeah. And he has seen this progression. Yeah, he's seen this progression of me. Like, he's like, oh, you're actually making money from this? I'm like, yeah, babe, I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't making money. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And so that's been the most fabulous part of it all. Just back yourself up and Because like, yeah, even the last financial year, I earned just a few more thousand over that. But I was doing less clients because I started doing education and courses.
Yeah. How much time do you reckon you've reduced per week by being able to add those courses on and sell those though? So do you know how much like the difference is between actual clients and then the selling the courses with the income?
It's a bit blurry because so it's all been within this financial year, so I haven't had that tax return yet and like done the math, but I know that from my Shopify and my ebook and my shaping course that I currently have running the encyclopedia. Plug Siskka Shaping Encyclopedia if you want to shape like me. That has come to, I believe, around 25,000.
Fucking hell.
But I spent 3 months creating the Siskka Shaping Encyclopedia. And that was during like the cyclone that happened at the beginning of last year.
We were there, I worked in the middle.
Yes. I was also working with a private mentor.
Yeah.
I was paying her $6,000 to do a 12-week container.
How'd that go, by the way?
It was beautiful. Shout out Claw Queen, Maddie. Love you. She was such an incredible mentor and just really helped me align my energetics to understand like I know what I need. I know what I need to do. I just need to give myself a plan.
How much was it? $6,000?
Yes, at the time. I don't know what her prices are now. She could honestly charge 20 grand and I'd be like, period, babe. But and yeah, that was a huge investment. I was scared because right before I actually even did that mentorship, I'd written off my car. Yeah. And so I was dealing with, I don't know what funds I'm going to have. I don't know how my insurance claim is going to go. Should I risk? So it wasn't a risk. It was what I had to do. This $6,000. And my boyfriend was like, girl, you want to do it. You've been talking about this for ages. And like you said, you got to spend money to make money. And I was like, period. Yeah. And then, we had the cyclone and I had taken that week off because we were actually going to go on a motorbike road trip. And then the cyclone happened. So we canceled that. But then I didn't have clients. And I was like, oh, I'm actually doing the encyclopedia anyway. Yeah. So I had to film and edit 40 videos. I wrote my entire ebook. And even just this last week, actually, I've had off, but I've spent it reviewing all of the content, sending out surveys to my students that are currently within the course, being like, how can I upgrade this? What do you want? What's missing? What can I add to make it better? And I'm constantly adding and upgrading new content to it. I believe I have about 30 students or so within there. I can't remember the exact amount, but because I've done sales here and there and whatnot, but everyone gets lifetime access. So once they're in, the girlies that got in right at the beginning, they're benefiting the most because they got a 15% discount when I did my release sale. And then I'm like,
what'd you do it for? What was the price? 444?
555.
555, that's right. Yeah.
So it was 15% off. Yeah. So I'm like, those guys are smart because they're just going to keep benefiting. But it's been so exciting. And when I love when the students send me questions and feedback and photos of videos of like, what they love about it and like their before and afters of like learning the shaping. But then also when they're like, oh, I don't actually like just quite understand this part. And I'm like, oh my God, that's okay. Like, let me help you out.
Do you think you'll end up doing a course to teach content?
That's what I think I would love to do, but I'm like, how do I structure it?
Look, give her 3 months and she'll bring out a fucking course with content creation.
I think my next one I would honestly love, because a lot of my like one-on-one training sessions that I do in the Shaping Encyclopedia, it's very much curated towards technicians who already have a good like year or two experience or like baseline knowledge. I would love to create a course mainly within my niche of acrylic nails for complete beginners. So I want to offer theory and safety and hygiene and whatnot.
How would it go about getting that like TAFE accredited?
I'm unsure if I can. It's like a whole process. I am currently going through my Cert 4 of training and assessment to be an RTO certified trainer. However, getting a course itself, I myself would have to become like an RTO organization. Yeah. And then it's
why not, sis?
Give me 10 years. Give me 10 years and we totally can't. Because I agree there needs to be standards and that's a way to create aligned standards that are consistent across the nation. And I think that's what we need to do, because even New South Wales, for example, they have higher standards and necessary guidelines to...
What's the difference?
The main one is I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have an autoclave. Don't quote me on this because I would need to look into the legislation again. This is off the top of my head and I'm nervous right now. But you need to have an autoclave. You need to have a sink in the room. All these types of things. You can't have carpet. I had carpet in my first one. Queensland like, oh, you got a nail file and some polish, that's fine. But even within gel ingredients and gel products themselves, there's so many dangers, and Claw Queen Maddie talks about this a lot as well, because there's so much science behind the polymerization process where if these products aren't being used properly and professionally, it can really endanger your clients. And that's the scariest part about there being no legislation, because it's just like a free-for-all.
Yeah. It's the whole beauty industry though. It's not just nails, because even for us as the body sculpting clinic, there's no requirements. You don't need any licenses. You don't need any training. You just go and buy a $150,000 device and stick it on someone or purchase something off fucking Alibaba and stick
just
it
hit
on
them
someone.
up.
Yeah.
What would happen if you just called
Come get
Taylor
fried.
up? Send it through. Hey.
I was waiting for you to drop something.
You know that one?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Oh, it's Kris Jenner. What would happen if you just called Taylor up?
Yeah. No. Okay, there is a question that I want to ask. What is your 3 top suggestions for content creation? And I know for Kiara, I feel like it comes very easily for her, but content creation for me, being in the beauty industry when I had the clinic.
Oh,
keyword
reveal.
HAD.
Reveal.
Yeah, reveal. Was content creation, and it was fucking exhausting. And I feel like for you, it just flows so easily. Like you're just naturally good at making content. So give us something.
Well, let me take a breath real quick. Hang on.
Do you think it comes down to not thinking about it too much, or do you think it's more about like copying trends that are currently going? Like, where are you getting your content ideas from? Or you're just a fucking magician, just you're just like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do today.
Well, there's a couple elements that play into this, because one, I have studied film.
Yes.
I've always loved production. I studied multimedia in high school, which taught me editing and the fundamentals of content curation, even things like the rule of thirds and depth of field and understanding colors and layout of framing. Like,
definitely need to do a course for this. I'd pay for it.
It's like there's a lot within it, and so those expertise definitely come into play. One is prioritizing quality. This is hard in the beginning because but at the end of the day, everyone's got an iPhone.
Yeah.
You can do a lot with an iPhone.
Yeah. Is all of your content from an iPhone?
Yeah.
Is it?
All of mine.
Had one of those Osimosi 3 digi things.
No.
Nah. You doing that from your iPhone?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I have my personal, which is a 16, and then I have the iPhone 12, which I actually really love for photos. And then video, I use the 16. I do also have an 8 that I'll occasionally whip out because I really like the photos. I did also occasionally, I have like a macro lens that I just recently got from another Nailtech Vita, and that's been really cool to like
What's
zoom.
that?
It's a lens that you attach with a clip to the outside.
Okay.
And it just zooms in and really gets the detail. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, definitely my knowledge within film, it helps a lot. But you don't need to go and study a whole bachelor or diploma. There is so much content out there on YouTube.
Yeah.
Literally just look up the fundamentals of film creation.
So that would be one of your tips.
Yeah.
Is to go and do
there
that
is so
first.
much knowledge out there. You just have to be willing to go find it and do it. Like obviously there are curated courses like my own where it's curated content and it's like everything that I've experienced and the knowledge that I've built up over the years. But there is a lot of value that you can find. Even TikTok. There's even little tutorials that I've posted on my Instagram here and that people are like, how do you take your photos? I'm like, I literally have a whole reel about that. Yeah. Like you just have to be willing to find and look for the lessons and tutorials and put it and just be willing to try.
Yeah. How did you go when you first started posting content? What do you feel like is different from then to now? Because everything that Kiara posts is fire. It's so fucking good.
Thank you.
I go onto her TikTok and I just scroll.
Dude, I've actually been really slack on TikTok lately. I've been prioritizing Instagram because that's another thing.
Let's talk about
doing
that.
Multiple platforms is crazy. Yeah. Well, I guess like my other tips first with content creation would be, one, just be willing to try, but prioritize quality. When you can invest, get a little mini microphone, have fun chatting, but look at also trends are good, but not only that, like pay attention to the content that you enjoy watching and think, okay, why do I enjoy watching this and what about this can I replicate? Don't copy the video verbatim, but just find the elements of, do I like the way that they're speaking? Do I like the framing? Do I like the way that they're sitting? Do I like how clear the image or the audio is? Because I'll be one of those people, honestly, if I see like a daily vlog and like the quality is grainy, like, sorry, my eyes don't like that. I'm going to scroll. Like,
bye.
I want quality. And that's another thing that when I look back at my old content is it's grainy. Even like my nail photos, it's like the photos of the hand and not even of the nails. So a lot of it can come down to framing and posing. But even though like I look back on that content and I'm like, it's not as good as the content I'm creating now. At least I was creating, I was learning, I was building experience through that. Whether I knew if it was perfect or not, it got me to where I am. Yeah. So you just have to do it.
Yeah. just do it.
Just shut up. But that's
just shut up.
Just shut up. Oh my God.
Just do it, guys.
I've been talking to a lot of family and friends lately about how I really don't have a tolerance for people lately who are just constantly making excuses.
Oh, you mean a sucker to their own circumstances? Yeah. I fucking hate people like that.
I've had people in my life where I'm like, this is the final vibe check. Like they have been complaining about the same thing for a year.
What's the purpose of that though?
I can't.
I'm like, can you not process that you're literally discussing the same shit as what you were a year ago?
You are the creator of your own reality and your perception.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know. I get it. Like, obviously 5 years ago, my goal was like, I want to be one of the most incredible nail techs in the state and whatever. Thank you. And it's like, there's a journey within that. And it's like, okay, obviously you can't achieve that overnight, but break that process down. Look at the...
I think that's one thing you're really good at though, is breaking the process, because I've seen your secret sheet behind the secret door.
But I've honestly only even gotten better at that within the last year. And my mentorship with Maddie was a huge help with that, because I get all these ideas and this excitement, this creativity in my head, and I'll map it out in my head, but I don't understand how to like put it into the outside world and like write it down. And I think it's because I got so obsessed with like digital note taking and lists and whatnot. And then I had a realization in the last 6 months where I'm like, I like physical lists. I like writing things. I like tangible, tactile pen to paper. And so, yeah, like you said, I literally just got a big piece of old Christmas wrapping paper and a Sharpie and I just wrote that shit out. Yeah. And then I wrote the bigger goals down. And then I broke those goals down into segments, and then I did a to-do list over the next 3 months of like, okay, what can I do each month?
It actually inspired me when I looked at it. And I was like, fuck, I need to do something like that.
At the end of the quarter, I am going to do a reel talking about like, this is my goals and this is everything that I achieved within it. And this is how this goal setting helped me achieve those goals.
You guys have to wait for that, sorry.
Yeah. She was like, can I take a photo of it? I'm like, no, it's a secret.
Oh, my please.
This is my secret files. What are you doing?
Literally, she was like, no, you can't.
This is Area 51. Like, what the hell?
Get the fuck out. Literally, and I was like, oh, okay.
I feel like there was a question in there that I have not yet answered, but it's fine.
No, well, I want to. Question for me personally is, where do you feel like, as a face-to-face business owner, where do you feel like you get majority of your clientele from? Do you feel like you get them from TikTok, or do you feel like you get them from Instagram?
It's been both over the years. I was really gung-ho into TikTok for a while. I had one daily vlog that popped off. I have no idea. This was probably like 3 years ago. No idea how many views it would be at now, but it was a daily vlog of like me and all my clients I had that day and how much I charged. Yeah. I think within that vlog, I only actually had 2 clients that day, but they were like high ticket clients because they got a lot of art and they were like removals and whatnot. And it shouldn't be, but like pricing is always controversial. So it got a lot of engagement. Yeah. And the art in it was freaking cool. So obviously everyone was sending it around. Yeah. And that popped off. I think my following went up by like at least 2,000 or 3,000 from that TikTok alone. Because it's very good when people can filter over from one platform to another. However, it got to the point where, I am always consistently booked out, and there'll be ebbs and flows, like clients get new jobs or they move or like their lifestyle's changing, so they'll fall off, and then I'm like, oh, okay, can get some new clients. But I'm at the point now where I don't always necessarily have to advertise it because people will just DM me. And they're like, hey.
Yeah, she doesn't reply to her DMs either.
I do. I always do my best to treat others how I'd want to be treated. I'm like, I want to give you the time of day. But honestly, sometimes I don't have the availability. No. But I had a girl just DMing me the other week. She's like, I'd really love to book ahead for March, I think it was. And I was like, oh, yeah, totally. And then unfortunately at the moment I do just prioritize clients like 18 plus because I'm like, that's just my target demographic right now. Yeah. And she was under that. But I was like, hey, like try these other nail techs. And I sent her a bunch of my other colleagues and peers that I absolutely love to, I'm like, hey, try booking with them. It's like, I'll always do my best to try. And not only
you're busy and you're booked, you're busy and you're booked, right?
Yeah. And I want to build up the girlies around me, and I want to help clients get the experiences that they deserve. But sometimes I'm too full.
Yeah. And what about this content challenge? Because we last time when I got my nails done, we spoke about, you're like, oh, I'm doing a content challenge.
Yeah. So the last 2 weeks I've been doing a content challenge.
Wait, actually, quick question. Yes. Right? When did you find that because for me, I found you through Instagram. I didn't find you on TikTok, right? And I was like, oh, her nails are sick, right? Yeah. Her content's sick. I was like, she looks professional, it looks clean. And that's why I'm pretty sure I had to DM you. Or,
yeah. I've never had a booking link.
Yeah, she doesn't have a booking link. That's right. I had to DM you and I was like, can I
do all my bookings manually. Because then when clients are with me in person, I just rebook their appointments with you in person.
Yeah. And how did you find growing your Instagram? Because obviously you're at what, 20?
I'm nearly at 30K.
Yeah, 30,000. Have you found by pushing your courses, right? Have you found that you've actually gained more traction than over pushing content about what nails you're doing?
A little, yeah. Because I'm targeting myself towards, rather than just targeting towards clients, I'm targeting towards women in business and nail technicians.
Yeah. Have you actually calculated how many new followers you've got since you've started doing the
believe I was around, well, when I started working with Maddie, I remember a big point that I wanted to do within that mentorship. I was like, I'm stuck at 16K followers. Yeah. I've been stuck here for ages. I'll lose 100, I'll gain 100, I'll lose 100, gain 100. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And it came down to the fact that I was holding myself back within my content. I was overthinking it. I was like, oh, I can't post this on my... I actually spoke about this in a reel recently. I was like, I can't post this on my feed because like I just had that hand pose and then this post needs to be this color because that one and da-da-da-da. And she was like, go, you need to get the fuck over it. Yeah. Like, just post. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she helped me understand by honing in on my target audience and my brand and my messaging. From there, we could, again, it's like creating the bigger goal and then breaking it down. We broke that down to, okay, well, what are the pillars within my business? And I've learned this a lot through the content creation, the content challenge that I've been doing with Hannah Sands, Socially Sands. We Are Creator Academy the last 2 weeks.
Is that who you're doing with?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her.
Isn't she
actually going
incredible?
to sign up to her the tier 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, love her.
Because she has, she's been talking about, she has like content creation courses within Wacker as well. Yeah. Which is incredible.
Oh, I didn't know that you were doing it with her.
Yeah, I did.
I love her.
Hannah.
We're fans.
I did press-ons for her years ago when she was mainly focusing on music. Yeah. And she was talking about like her dreams of like starting a family and stuff. And I'm like, holy shit, babe, like look at you now. Like what? So I've met her once very briefly to like size some press-ons, and I was following her since then and like seeing the creation of her business. Yeah. And then I saw this content challenge pop up, and my sister, the hair alchemist, shout out, she's a hairdresser. She's actually been doing the content challenge alongside with me as well. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna go and have a look.
Yeah, and so it's been really beautiful for both of us just to test out different types of content, different prompts, and I've found that I do really enjoy, there's been a few that have gotten really good engagement where in the past I wouldn't usually post stuff like that. Yeah. And so I felt like, okay, I do really like these types of content, but it's also reassured me of, oh, I have been on a really good path with my content, because there's certain parts of this style of content where as much as there is so much value in it and connecting to your audience and your target demographic, there's parts of it where I'm like, oh, I'm probably not going to post so much of that. But she talks about that too throughout the challenge. It's been like a daily prompt and a voice message of her just talking about like business motivation.
Her content is fucking fire, man.
Yeah. And she doesn't overthink it.
She literally was like,
she will literally like film something, post it, send it off, bye. And I'm like real.
Fuck. I sit there for hours and I'm like, should I post this? And I'm like, no, I don't like it. Like you can see a bin in the background. I'm like, fuck. I
mean, that's a part of it. You do want like quality. But that's what she talks about too. She's always like, film with the back camera, make sure there's quality. If you're holding a mini microphone, make sure that mini microphone is actually working. Yeah. Like just stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. It's like sometimes it's the most simplest things, but you just have to hear it for it to get really honed in again.
Do you think her courses, we're plugging her course now, but do you think her courses, because I really want to do it, has pushed you out of the comfort zone of doing just ordinary because you obviously have a theme, right? Your theme is it's not like it's repetitive, but it's kind of like same content, different angles, etc. Have you found that by doing this course, it's really pushed you?
It's like motivated me to probably do more of like picking a topic and thinking on how can I just speak to the camera and like, oh, I've had this idea, this topic that I want to talk about that I get questions about all the time. Let's talk about it. And just like, shooting it on the spot. Yeah. Because it's like she's given us a daily prompt and then she's like, okay, it's face to camera today. Yeah. Do it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thank God my makeup's done today. Yeah. Yay. And then I'm like, this is what you need though. You really don't need to overthink it. Like the more you worry about outside perception and whatnot, it's like we were talking about like being the creator of your reality. If you are constantly your own sabotage,
Yeah.
sabotaging yourself. Like, how the hell are you going to build yourself up?
That's
you know,
right. So
if you're
true.
not going to, it's like RuPaul says, if you ain't going to love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love anybody else? Can I say an amen up in here?
Amen.
Now let the music play. Like, literally, just like be your own cheerleader. And I think, obviously, so much of this can be, I remind clients too when I give them pep talks like this, like, I understand so much of this is easier said than done, but it's just about breaking it down, making that one small step to start, and it snowballs. Just, it takes 4 weeks to create a new habit. Just try something. Just literally do it.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up and get out of your own way. Like,
Words
I've had
from
enough.
Kiara from this podcast is shut up.
Literally, that's been my get a grip and shut up.
Yeah.
And like loser have been my favorite things. Like my my roommate's been telling me so many stories lately, and I'll be like, he's a loser.
Yeah.
Literally such a loser. Like we do not want to be around loser energy.
Yeah. This is like literally what she was saying to me for the last, like, I don't know, however long I've been getting my nails done. She's like, ew, babe, he's a loser. I'm like, you're right, he is. Thanks.
Yup.
That's the word. Now, the word of the podcast today is shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up and do it, right?
Wait, are we done? I don't want to be done.
I know. Well, I'm going to get you back in 12 months anyway.
We didn't even talk about networking.
I know. There's so much that we actually have to talk about, and I feel like
Who wants a part 2?
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to end up getting you back on at the end of the year, right? See how, and then we can have an update on whatever. But I'm going to get you back next year, because every single person I have on this podcast, we make them accountable for something, and then we ask them that question next year. So in 12 months' time, might be less. Let's just say in a year's time when you come back on the podcast, what do you want to say to yourself now? And what do you want to say that you're going to do within that period of time to make yourself accountable for next year?
Myself accountable. Well, I'm getting, now that I have the Siskka Shaping Encyclopedia and I'm doing one-on-one trainings, I have shameless plug. I have my ebook. I want to keep creating and elevating the education that I can offer. I will have finished my Cert 4 in training and assessment by then as well. So I'll have even more quality assurance behind me as a trainer. And yeah, I really want to just slowly transition more into educating.
And away from nails?
No, staying in nails, like educating for nails and business.
Like not doing clients and more making...
A little, which is so sad.
Yeah.
But I think for years to come, I will still, at a baseline level, still be doing face-to-face clients, because it's so much fun for content too. And when I do work with brands and they send me products and whatnot, I want canvases.
We didn't talk about that either.
I know.
Run out of fucking time.
I just did my biggest brand deal though.
Yes.
Shout out Sean Legend Nails. Love them. So yeah, there's a lot of different avenues that I want to... like for nails and content creation and business that I want to move into.
Let's just pick one thing that you want to make yourself accountable for next year. One thing. Like a goal, like a goal that you want to look back and go, I fucking did that.
I don't know if this is shooting too high, but like we've talked about, delusion is power.
That's right.
I would love to be part of like an A-list glam squad. Like backstage, even if it's just a one-time show moment. Like Doechii was here. I saw her at Spilt Milk, and like, I don't know, just like Doechii, Megan Thee Stallion.
We're tagging.
Hey. Anyone, or even like Tyler the Creator, Lil Yachty. I was at their concert and I was like, damn, I want to do their nails. I want to be part of the glam squad.
You can definitely do it, babe.
Yeah.
You're 100% capable
and just
of
continue to work with other brands. Like I'm expanding into working more with like nail brands themselves, but working with like jewelry brands like Chrome Hearts. I absolutely love and adore their work and brand and aesthetic. And I'm like, I want to be a part of that. I want to do your shoots. I want to do your campaigns. Like,
I can see you doing that, honestly. Thank you. Reach out today.
Yeah. Right now. Today.
Right now.
One-time offer.
Discounts available. Free.
No. Well, I mean, for the right person.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to wrap up this podcast. I feel like we will definitely be doing a part 2. But I just want to say I'm really, really proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you. Shut up, right? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And you honestly are such an inspiration. Like personally and professionally, you've done so well since when I first met you to where you are now. So you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me.